y'all, I'm Laura Richardson with Relevate. We're Real Estate Elevated, and we're coming at you with another episode of I'm moving to North Carolina, now what? So today's episode is going to be a big one. 2024 is right around the corner, so we're going to give you a couple of tips on what the top 5 things are that you need to know in order to buy and sell in 2024. So as we're getting prepped to go ahead and do both, so this video is specifically talking to those of you who have a home already and are looking to buy as well. All right, we do have other content available. Follow us on our channel for ones that are more towards either just buyers or just sellers. So step number 1, schedule a listing consultation. That's where you're going to meet your entire team. You can get that home prep checklist and you can really dive into the market analysis. You need to understand what type of market you're dealing with and also what types of things will fly or not in this particular market. In our previous era, in the last couple of years where we saw some really big peaks in real estate, one of the phrases we use here in the South is you were able to put lipstick on a pig and it would still sell. That is not the way things are now. We do see that there needs to be a little love and preparation when you're getting ready to sell your home. The second thing is talk to your lender. You don't have to do a hard credit pull, but it's really important that you're aware of where your credit is sitting, as well as what interest rate you'd be looking at. What's the best loan product for you? How can you make yourself available to buy and sell? Do you have a contingent contract, meaning you would have to sell and get those proceeds before buying? Your lender is going to be the person who can tell you all those things, including your purchasing power. There might be some stuff or some steps you need to take in order to repair credit before you begin the process. You can't know what you don't know, so it's important to access those resources. The third thing is scheduling a buyer orientation. So this is the other side of the table, looking at the areas you're interested in, getting that criteria of how many beds, baths, square footage, how much acreage, and then also tying in that purchase price or that list price amount that you can go after because you just talked to your lender as well. So it's really important that we get that basic criteria nailed down, which leads us to step number 4. You need to start watching the market. So create a access to MLS through something called the Collab Center. Make sure you're using those resources and you're tracking the homes that you're interested in to see, are they shifting upward or is there a slight decline? Also watching some stuff that's going on in your own neighborhood. It's easy to do that if you're in tune with the market and using the resources that are provided to you by your agent. And then the last one, go look at some properties. One of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of buyers make, especially folks who are having to do both sides of the table, is that they don't actually get their feet wet until it's time to actually jump in the pool. Dip your toe in there, go look at some things, because often there are properties that you may think you want, then once you start walking around them, that's not for you. Perfect example is folks who say they're looking for a fixer-upper. They don't mind taking on some of those aesthetic properties. But you know what? When they start walking through them and they realize that it's going to be a lot more than they really are prepared for, whether it's time, money, or just energy, then they might shift gears. Or there might be some things that when you walk into the property, you realize are hard-nosed. For perfect example, looking at power lines. There are some folks who don't mind having power lines off in the distance where other people don't want to see them at all. That might be something that you want to walk through, consider, as well as asking your agent, okay, if this were the right property right now, what would I even have to offer in order to be competitive? You have to know that information, start asking questions, get used to the terminology, and you can't do that if you're not actually putting in the practice. So make sure that you get the ball rolling very quickly in 2024. We're gearing up for a great year, and some of the best times to work with our clients is in that prep phase, getting them ready so they can be competitive and be successful here in the Triangle. I'm Laura Richardson with Relevate. Be sure to like, share, and follow if you don't already for more info, tips, and tricks that we provide you when you're moving here to North Carolina. We'll see you next time.